not the video recording for like 15 seconds and I was not made aware. Anyways, let's hop into it. This was an accident, but I'm loving this like framing, I guess. How exotic. Anyways, let's get right into it. Sunday. So on Sunday, I met Wiggle and Johnny because it was Wiggle's last day because he left on Monday. So yeah, we decided to meet on the beach on Sunday. Me, Johnny, and Wiggle. What the other one name is? Arno is preparing for his exams and stuff, so he didn't come. But Wiggle did say, and I agree. He's like, you could have just said no. Like, I just don't like when people just like don't answer. Should I do this? Oh yeah, no. Okay. He's like, I just don't like when people just like don't answer. Like, if you're not gonna be able to make it, just say no. And I'm like, yeah, girl. Like, because I think he asked to go on Friday. I answered. I think I was maybe the only one that answered and said can't make it. The others just didn't answer him. And then for this, Arno just didn't answer. So he's like, no one does this in Sweden. I don't know. I think it's rude. I'm like, yeah, girl, I agree with you. Like, if you can't come, so you can't come. Anyways, so Arno was missing in action. Also missing in action was Johnny, the forever late person, giving black people a bad name, reinforcing the stereotype of never being on time because we were supposed to meet at like 2:30 and I messaged what his name is, Wiggle. I'm like, can we push it back to 3? Because I realized, fuck, I need to get ready and then to like eat. And I was like, arreglarme, like fix up myself. And I was like, put on a little makeup or whatever, quick drag. And like just about made it to the tram to be able to get there to the beach. I didn't even tell Wiggle about Johnny about pushing time back because we know he would go be late. Anyways, we got there at like 3, after 3, got to the beach, Postiget beach, and then what? We were there for like over an hour together talking about stuff. Wiggle was talking to me about stuff. I feel like now that this is like public, I don't want to say exactly what we talked about, but things pertaining to him and like finding himself as a young gay man and having some firsts as a young gay man here in Alicante. So I'm so happy he had this experience and so young. He's like 20. Yeah, he turned 20 in October. So yeah, so happy that he had these experiences and stuff and that things weren't like traumatic for him or like too much for him like a lot of other gay people experience. But yeah, anyway, so we were there for like a long time. I think over an hour. We got there at 3 and I think like 4 something. I was like, yeah, tell me why it was like 4 when Johnny was like, estoy llegando, like I'm arriving or I'm leaving. Yeah, no, estoy llegando en 10 minutos. I'm arriving in 10 minutes. I said, Wiggle, please to message Johnny and tell Johnny that we're leaving. I would like to get something to eat. So we're going to go to Cien Montaditos and he can meet us at Cien Montaditos beach. So we went to Cien Montaditos by the beach, but I didn't like it. I was just like, this is... No wonder no one comes here. This is not the vibe. Why are my lips like chapped? Oh my god. And I don't even have my... Oh. Anyways, do I have lip gloss? I don't have my lip gloss. Anyways, so I was like, he can meet us there. So we went to Cien. I didn't like it. Then we were going to the Cien Montaditos in like the center. But we got sidetracked because there was like a Chinese attraction thing. I had no idea. We had no idea what it was for. But even on the beach, I was like, I'm seeing a lot of like Asian people more than usual. And I'm gonna guess that they're Chinese. And then yeah, as we were walking, we're just seeing a lot of like Chinese people. Then when we see all the stuff, the red stuff and stuff, we were like, oh, there's like a Chinese event. And I'm like, is it Chinese New Year? I feel like it's a bit new for Chinese New Year, but what else could the event be? But we got there, yes girl, it was like a bunch of fucking Chinese people, girl, at this event. And obviously other races, but mostly Chinese. Overwhelmingly. Wiggle was like, where have all these people been? Like, I've been in here because he's Chinese, but he was adopted and moved to Sweden when he was like a baby. So he's like, where have all these Chinese people been? Like, I've been here for months and I've never like seen this many Chinese people. Like, where have they been? I was like, yeah, they've been hiding, girl, apparently, because apparently they're here. Look at all these people. So we took a couple pictures out there. We didn't know what the fuck was going on. And he's like, oh, should we tell when we were going up? He's like, should we tell Johnny that we're here? And I'm like, no. After Johnny made us sit down for an hour, no, we'll get there when we get there. So we finished, we walking back, and he's like, Johnny is at Fermentaditos. He's asking where we are. And tell him we're arriving, we soon come. When we fucking reach there, girl, and yeah, we said, oh, I said, oh, we're inside, and he's like, where? And I'm like, inside here. He's like, I am upstairs, but I was outside. Like, I'm outside. I didn't see you guys. So when he sent the video to say where he was, I'm like, you're at the other one. We're at the one in the center. He's like, I never knew there was one in the center. I said, because I was like, who goes to that one? I'm at the one in the center where everyone goes to. He's like, I don't know where that is. So we just sent him the location. He finally came. And yeah, we had a good little time talking for hours and stuff. I was expecting to like leave. Maybe I was going to like, maybe I'll give him like a half an hour, 45 minutes of my time before I leave, because I have things to do. But we were there for like hours. And then unfortunately we were talking about Grindr and stuff, and he said he deleted Grindr, and I was like, yes, I wanted to be celibate for this month, as I was telling Wiggle, but I downloaded it again. I haven't met anyone though, because I wasn't taking it seriously. But yeah, and we were talking about how we called it Uber because the last time we went out the week before, I was supposed to be getting an Uber, but every time I was supposed to be getting an Uber, I kept going on Grindr. So they were like, oh, is that the Uber app? Oh, is that the Uber app? Oh, I didn't know the Uber app looked orange. I was like teasing me. So we were saying it on the day, like, oh, the Uber app. Yes, I deleted the Uber app, or blah, 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 instead of saying Grindr. But yeah, fun times. I'm really going to miss them. So I went to go meet that guy. Yes, so that was January 19th. Broke the streak. But I think it was like about a month that I was celibate, because I think I hadn't had sex until like, I think the 20-something of December was the last time I did it. Like early 20s, like 21st, 22nd. It was like sometime before Christmas Eve, like not too long before Christmas Eve. So, almost 4 weeks, which is fine. Anyways, yeah, but yeah, we all had a good time, and we took pictures. I need to insert all the pictures here. That was Sunday. Monday, I hate government. That's all I have written here. I hate government. Yeah. Monday was not a great day. I ran out of data, so I went to Orange to like get my data reinstated, refilled for the month, and they were closed. And I was like, oh my fucking god, because I was early, because I went to get water early that morning. I woke up early, so that let's just go. So it was like maybe 7 or 8 something in the morning. I went to get water from campus, and coming back I was like, ugh, just go to Orange, just go there, get it over with, come back. And I hadn't eaten at this point yet. Walked all the way to Orange, which is like a 15-minute walk from me, and I just walked from school, which is already like a almost 15-minute walk. Okay, so I was walking for like a half an hour basically. Got to Orange, they're closed because I was too early. They open at like 10 or something, and at this point it was like maybe 9 or after 9, whatever. Oh, the sun is really coming down, girl. The sun is really coming down. But anyways, yeah, so walked back. But anyways, I hate government. I just put I hate government. I forgot what it was. Fuck. And then on Tuesday I just put government pissing me off. What exactly happened? Yeah, they just kept wanting one thing after the other. I should have put it in detail. Now I've forgotten. But throughout the like all of this week, they needed something. I would provide it to them, then they need something else. Then I provide them, then they need clarification on it and whatever. And I'm like, at this point, am I ever gonna get the money before I need to go away? Like, and I kept putting my number in the email, like, you can call me if anything, you can call me if anything. And I had to, at one, I think that's why I put I hate it, because I put there, I hate government, because mother, like, at one point I was like, can you call them? Because I sent them that email from like last like Thursday. And then she said, yes, I called them, and they answer and they say that they sent your email but you haven't responded. Then the woman say, oh yes, he did respond but we didn't see the email. So I had to be telling her every day, tell them that I sent the email, that I've responded to them. And it was always something, and to speed run it, I think Friday, when I was going out on Friday, I got an email from them before I going out, 10:30 my time, which is like 4:30 their time. So they made sure to send the email. So when they send the email, I can't call or nothing, because it's 10:30 on a Friday. I mean 4:30 on a Friday, so they'll be closed. Them bitches. Because the last email I sent them was on Thursday morning, Thursday morning their time. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I don't even care, because at this point they keep fucking with me, and when I get to Cayman, I will call them. So Thursday, nothing from them. Friday, nothing from them. And then Friday night, they sent me 2,000 KYD. Because at one point, I think it was Wednesday, they sent me the Excel spreadsheet to like amend, because they're like, we want to know, based on what you provided us, the first spreadsheet, you only spent 9K, I think they said. So where's like the other 6K unaccounted for? So I just sent them, like, I amended the spreadsheet. Okay, this is what I need. And I bought them. What was pissing me off the most is that I bought my ticket to Spain as well as my ticket to Korea out of that first disbursement. So I was like, that's why most of it is gone. And then they emailed me back to say you're only allowed one flight ticket per semester. And I'm like, I understand that, but I had to buy this ticket because like the tickets were getting more expensive, so I had to buy it out of the first disbursement. I'm not asking for another ticket. I won't need another ticket for next semester, but I needed to get this one early. Bitch, Friday they sent me $2,000, which is not going to work, because I told them I had 3, when in reality I think I have like maybe 4,000, maybe 5. I think I have like 5K, but I told them I have 3. So when I call them, I'm going to be like, when I get back to Cayman, I'm going to say, how you sent me to survive in Korea with 5K KYD for 6 months, 5 months. How's that going to work? And we'll see what they say. But I really truly am not stressing it, or I'm trying not. Sometimes it comes up, and every day I feel like I'm getting better at just like let those negative thoughts go, because I'm having thoughts about literally like I'm thinking about like how it's going to go, and I'm having to like cuss them out, or I'm having to be like, well, then I just can't go, which means I can't finish my third year, which means I won't be able to do my 4th year, and I'm just not going to pay you guys the money back because I won't be able to graduate. Is that what you want? Because I'm willing to do that. But those thoughts, I'm like, no, you're going to call them when you get to Cayman. You're going to explain to them over the phone. Things will be made more clear to them, and you will get the rest of the money, the rest of the 13K that you are entitled to. I have to explain to them over the phone. Everything's going to go well. And the reason that I'm thinking that is because on Wednesday, I was on like my Spanish Instagram, Soy Santísimo. I was on my Spanish Instagram and I came across this post of this woman doing the Técnica 888, which is like the 888 technique of, first thing you need to do is find out, write what it is you desire. What do you want? Clearly state that. Why do you want this thing? Clearly state that. And then clearly state how how you would feel once you have this thing. So I was like, okay, let me try that for my visa, because this is Tuesday, so this is before government foolishness. I was like, oh my god, I need to get this fucking visa before I leave on the 30th. The morning of the 30th is when I leave, so I need to get it before that. Preferably, you know what? I need to get it before the 29th. So I put, okay, what do I want? I want to receive my Korean visa before the 29th of January 2025. Why? Because it'll just make the whole process easier for me. You know, sending it from Spain to England as opposed to sending it from Spain to Cayman. It'll just make the process easier for me. How will you feel once you have it? I will feel more relaxed and I will feel more like assured once I have the visa in my possession before I have to get the plane. So what you're supposed to do now that you have all that is write that 8 times for 8 days. So for me, it was, if can I remember it? Quiero recibir mi visado coreano antes del 29 enero 2025 porque hace el proceso más fácil para mí. Hacerme sentir relajado y seguro. See, bitch, I have it memorized because 8 times every day. I think today is like the 7th day. Yeah. Anyways, did that on Tuesday. Oh, I don't have the book with me, but I think it was like maybe Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, because it was the 3rd day. That day it was that day that Uncle Amin messaged me on WhatsApp to say, hey, I have your visa. And I'm like, oh my God. So he sent it down, I think Thursday or Friday, he sent it off. And I got an email from them on Thursday. Wait, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So yeah, he sent it off on Thursday. And I think I got an email from them on Thursday or Friday. I can't remember. Basically saying that it was going to be sent to me. It is estimated to reach me at before 8 p.m. on January 29th. So that's good because 8 p.m. January 29th, even if it comes 8 p.m. January 29th, even though I have been manifesting it to come before the 29th, even if it comes 8 p.m. on the 29th, that's fine for me because that's still before the 30th, the morning of the 30th when I have to leave. So since doing that 8 technique and then getting that, like, I guess 2 confirmations, and especially when it said it was coming before 8 p.m. on the 29th, I was like, what? So right now, what? And then part of me thinks, because the universe deals like symbols and stuff, so I wonder if it's because I kept, even though I was saying before the 29th of January, I wonder if because I kept writing 29th January 2025, 29 enero 2025. So the universe took that as, we'll send it at the 29th, even though I was saying antes del, before. So I think that's funny to me. And also it's coming before 8 when I'm doing the 888 technique. But I'm still holding out, even if it comes on the 29th, again, fine. But I'm still holding out hope that it'll come a little earlier, like the 28th. So either way, we'll see. And see, it's making me happy. Like, I'm just so happy about this. So again, so why I'm not stressing about government is because this worked for me. I definitely believe in this technique. And also Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so just before I was about to do it the 4th time, because even I got the text message on Thursday night. Let me double check. Okay, I couldn't find it, but basically, like, before I did the 4th one, like the day that I was going to do the 4th writing exercise, I guess you can say, it came, or no, I got that message. So I think because maybe, then again, there's something about the power of threes. Because at that point, when I got the message, the confirmation that this is all happening or whatever, I did it 3 times. You know how spirituality and the power of threes and whatever. So maybe it's because I wrote it out 3 times at that point, or maybe because like I read the text message on the Friday, which would have been the 4th time I'm doing it. So maybe because I'm a spiritual path or spiritual personal number 4, so maybe because it was the 4th day and I was about to do it for the 4th time, that's like, maybe it's the 4 thing. So so I wonder, do I really need to do it 8 times, or can I just get away with doing it 3 times or 4 times? But I'm gonna keep doing it because I contemplated stopping, but I'm like, let me just keep doing it for the remainder of the days. Yeah, so that's that. So I'm planning to just do that for government scholarship. Like, when these 8 days are finished, I think tomorrow is going to be the final day that I'm doing this. So that'll be 8 days. I think it's tomorrow. Then I'm just going to do another one for government. Like, give me the fucking scholarship. Why? Because I fucking said so. And I have no doubt that I'll manifest it. So anyways, that's that. And then we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, Thursday. So I have it here. Thursday, visa is being returned. So I think, yeah, he sent it on, my uncle sent it to the people them on Thursday. Like, he went on Thursday to the post office people to give it to them, and then Friday, and then they're still dealing with whatever. Yeah, and then I have here on Friday, it said visa sent. Yeah. So yeah, that's when it was Friday, when I was just about to do the 4th one. It was like, yeah, the visa like has been like shipped. So who knows when it'll reach to me in Alicante. Is that a squirrel? Can I zoom? I can't zoom, but I think that's a squirrel up there chipping away. Anyways, yeah. So also on Friday morning, another thing about manifestation that's just like, because in spirituality, like, I go up and down with believing and doing and not doing, but literally 2025. 2025, I need to just believe and I need to just be fucking consistent. Because this is real. Like, it is real. So earlier, LOL, the squirrel's doing its thing, honey, chipping away. Earlier in January, Ryan, someone I met here, un irlandés, he was leaving to go back home. So he's like, you know, I'm giving away these books or whatever. So, no, I think he was selling them, right? Or giving them away. I can't remember. No, I think giving them away. Yeah, because at one point in time, he was selling books. And I don't know why I didn't buy, but I guess it's fine. And then no, I think he was selling that. Okay, now I need to know. I don't know why, I just need to know. Yeah, it was the 19th of January. I mean, December, 19th of December. So yeah, he was giving, at one point he was selling them. So I think it was like October, November. And then December now, he was like, I'm not taking these books back with me. Who wants them? And he literally said right under that, I think I got too excited. Right under that, he said, Pachinko is taken. And I didn't read that. And I messaged him straight away to be like, hey, Pachinko. He's like, sorry, it's taken. Marie already claimed it. But yeah, I wanted Pachinko. Like, I'm like, you know what? 2025, I could be like a reader, whatever. Girl, Friday morning, I was like, fuck, I lost out on it. I didn't even think I wanted any of the other books. Or when I was like, oh, maybe I can read 450 Degrees Fahrenheit, because I heard that was a good book, and it got made into a show, and everyone was like, read the book, read the book, read the book. Same thing with 3 Body Problem. It was made into a show, and people really liked the show, and the book was also really good. And I think 450 Fahrenheit wasn't that big of a book, so I was like, okay. Girl, by the time I went back to the chat, basically all the books were claimed. So I was like, oh, fuck. Girl, Friday, the Marie messaged the group chat to say, yeah, I'm giving away these books. One of the books was Pachinko. So I messaged her like, hey, can I get Pachinko? And she's like, yes. So she said, yeah, I'm going to be at Pinchon & Co. So went to Pinchon & Co. Met her there, got pachinko, and it was my first time at Pinchon and Co. And that's literally one of the places like I was like, I need to go, and that TikTok and stuff says you need to go Pinchon and Co. I thought it was just a coffee shop. It's a coffee shop and a libreria. So when I went in there, I saw all the books. I'm like, am I in the right place? I talked to the woman. She's like, I'm like, is this Pinchon and Co? She's like, yep, in Spanish, of course. And she's like, yeah, it's un libreria. And I'm like, oh. She's like, but it's also a cafe. And I'm like, oh, okay, right place. So met them, got the book, and I was looking at, and there was a few witchcraft books and stuff. And I feel like and there was big fucking books, bitch. So that was one reason I didn't buy them, because I need to go back to Cayman, and that's a lot of weight to have on me. So, but there were a couple of witchcraft books that I would fucking get. And they were in Spanish. So I'm like, yeah, I don't think first of all, they have his fuck. So that was a big deterrent. And then they're in Spanish. So that's another deterrent. But I don't know why I felt the need, like, I want to go home, like, with a book in Spanish, even though I have this still to finish. I think I have, like, 3 more stories left. I'm like, I want a book. So sat and whatever. Got pachinko, so happy. And yeah, so anyways, manifestation, bitch. I was even manifesting it. And it fucking came back to me. Like, oh my God. So oh my God, that's just, like, amazing. And then, yeah, I bought Cien Años de Soledad when I was leaving. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, Cien Años de Soledad. Picked it up, and I was like, and it's not even, like, that thick of a book. And I just got it. It was, like, 20 euros, and I just got it. Yeah. Now it's mine, not digitally or anything. It's physically actually mine. Love that for me. Yeah, and I'm going to start reading it. I feel like I feel like I want to finish this before I start that, even though I really want to start it. I almost started that yesterday. You know when things are new? Like, Saturday, I really had the ganas to start that, as well as pachinko. But I'm like, pachinko, I'll have to make, like, I'm thinking maybe February I'll start it, you know, so I can set goals for myself of how much I want to read, like, per week, per month. So let me not start it yet. And I want to finish this before I start. Even though it's so hard for me right now, because I just really want to start it. It's new. I want to finish this before I start Cien Años de Soledad, because I want to be, like, done with this before I start Cien Años, and maybe even leave this behind if I have to go to Korea and I don't finish the stories in time, because I'm going to spend 2 weeks in Cayman. And I have 3 stories left, and I want to read 1 story per week. So we'll see. But yeah, I want to finish this before I start Cien Años. Anyways, yeah. That was cool. So that was just, I loved that. And yeah. And then, yeah, I want to start the show Cien Años de Soledad. The show version is out. So part of me is, like, happy that I haven't watched the show. And part of me is like, can I read the book and watch the show concurrently? But then will that give spoilers for the book? So I'm like, you know what? Leave it. Just leave it. I think I'm going to watch the show when I finish the book, because the book is always better anyways. Because part of me is like, should I watch the show first? Because people always say the book is better than the movie or the show, usually because it is able to, like, explain things more and flesh things out more than definitely more than a movie and more than a TV show. So I'm thinking maybe I should watch the show first and then get, like, a gist, like, be like, oh, I like that, and then read the book and be like, oh, it's even better than the show. Oh my God. Yeah, which would make me probably even like the book even more. But then part of me is like, I wonder if things will be spoiled for me watching the show and then going to read the book, and then some things will, like, be spoiled for me. So I'm just gonna leave the show for now and watch it after. And then that's the other thing, like, if I read the book and everything is so in depth, right? This is the text, the source material, and it's a book, so it's more in depth. And then I go and watch the show, and I'm gonna be like, y'all cut this character. What about this character? This thing happened that y'all didn't. It happened, or this thing was more fleshed out in the books. Y'all just included it like that, or you mentioned it in passing. That was very important. So part of me is like, you know what? That'll be annoying, but I could finally be one of those people who read the books and then watched the movie or the show and then could complain like, they cut this character, or they never even had this event. Blah, 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 blah. So I could finally be one of those people. So yeah, I'm gonna read the book and then watch a show. There's so many other fucking shows, Hispanic TV shows that I can watch that are great. Okay, I still haven't finished fucking Elite, bitch. I'm still on episode 2 of season 2. After I set the goal of finishing season 2 by January. There's still the Dance of the 42, I think it's called. There is still fucking Narcos. There's still, what is that thing called with the mask? Money Heist. There's still fucking Money Heist, La Casa de Papel. I still have not seen. Yeah, there's so many things in the Hispanic shows I can see. So yes, I'm gonna read those. So excited for those. And then yeah, government sent me 2K. That's all I have to say about that. And I went out that night. When I met Marie, she's like, "Are you coming out with us tonight to the to Casablanca, to Mona?" And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know." She's like, "Yeah, some of us were speaking about it, then we're gonna mention it in the mermaids chat. Someone will message about it and then we'll see." And I was like, "You know what? Yeah. I went out, the last time I went out was 2 weeks ago. I only went out once for the month. This will be my second time, and again, like a going away thing. So I'm like, yeah, I'll go out. Yeah. Also, I already had some alcohol. Oh, Jada is calling me, honey. Oh my god. I'll answer her after this. This is my last thing I'm going to talk about, so I'll call her back. So I had an Irlandés. An Irlandés is like, because the woman did say when I went there, I was like, I don't know what to get. And she's like, some wine, perhaps? And I was like, no, I need to study. And then I'm like, so she's like, okay, let's look at our coffees. And then, I don't know if she pointed out the Irlandés or if I did. I think it may have been her. And no, it was me. I was like, the Irlandés. How much whiskey is in it? Because I think it was like, an Irlandés is like a coffee with a shot of whiskey and nata. And I'm like, what is nata? She's like, it's whipped cream. She couldn't explain it to me. She had to show me the bottle. So it's whipped cream. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, because it had a shot of whiskey in it. And I don't know why that was intriguing to me. And I've always heard or seen Irlandés, but I never like knew what was in it. I'm like, a shot of whiskey in a coffee. Let's fucking do it. And then whipped cream, let's fucking do it. Even though I told myself I wanted to cut out sugar this year. That's one of my goals, to cut out sugar. And that has fucking sugar. It's fucking whipped cream. After I got it, I'm like, this is fucking whipped cream in this. And after I got it, I was like, I literally didn't want wine because I'm gonna like do some work. And I got fucking whiskey. Because girl, after the second, like, I was like, that whiskey is I taste the whiskey, bitch. And I was feeling it in my head a little bit. But I was still able to do what it is I needed to do. And I read as well, so I was still able to do what I needed to do, but that was funny. So I can finally say now I've had an Irlandés. Anyways, yes, went out with the Germans. So yeah, they said they were going to meet like 11:30. I got there at like 11:15. I messaged Miss Marie to say, hey, like, when are you guys gonna go? I purposely said go. When are you guys gonna go to Menuda Lagarta? Because where they wanted to meet. When are you guys gonna go to Menuda Lagarta? And then she was like, messages, she's like, oh no, we think we're just gonna, what did she say? Oh, she said, we don't know, but we think we're just gonna go straight to the club. And I was like, fuck. She's like, oh my god, no, are you already there? If anything, you can join us at where we're doing the pre's. And she said the location. I didn't even open the location. I was just like, no, it's okay, I haven't gotten there yet. and I saw Daniel, because I'm like, really, fucking Daniel, you saw all this shit in the group chat and you didn't even message in the group chat, really ho. So I thought, because he was heading to Menuda Lagarta and he stopped and he was messaging, I was behind him, so I thought he was going to Menuda Lagarta. So I went up to him like, hey, whatever, I've been stalking for the last 2 or 3 minutes. I thought it was you, so I sped up to see if it was really you or not. And he was talking, whatever. So I'm like, are you going to Menuda Lagarta? He said no, he's meeting his friends at Casablanca. So I was like, ooh, okay. So he's like, oh, if you're not doing anything, you can come. I'm like, is that an invitation? He said, yes. I went with him, went to Casablanca. met his friends. There was one girl, I forget her name, but we were talking about K-pop. She lived in Greece for 3 months. She fucking hated it. Yeah, I was really like connecting with her. He's a social butterfly, honey. He was going around, going around, going around. And they had tickets for Marmarella. So I was like, oh, maybe I can go to Marmarella. But the tickets were sold out, bitch. And I found out it was their end of exams thing. So yeah, tickets were sold out. So unfortunately I couldn't go. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go with Marie and them to, what is it called? Mona. But then Marie and them, like, they showed up or whatever at Mona, right? Yeah, because at first it was Dean that showed up with a friend. And then Marie and them all came, Shiva, everybody. And part of me is like, I really do regret not going out with them more. Because if you remember, I kind of like retreated into myself after I caught Ryan like talking about me. I kind of demotivated me from wanting to go out as much, and then having the crush on that other certain person, and then him getting our girlfriend was kind of like another demotivating factor. But I really, really wish I made more of an effort. And then again, yeah, as a Cancer, just getting home and being like, ugh, have to go get the tram to go all the way for 40 minutes, 30 minutes to get to where they are. And then when we're done, I have to get the tram for 30, 40 minutes to come back. Also demotivated me, but I really wish I meant, especially seeing everyone, especially seeing Marie and seeing Shiva and their hair, like, well, I think Marie cut her hair. So that was new for me. And then seeing Shiva hair was like short, like she had like a buzz cut when I first met her, and it was like you know, growing. Last time I saw her was Altea, bitch. That's the last time I saw all these people was like Altea. Some of them Altea, and for some of them, which was like early October, last time I saw some of the other them was like just before Halloween, I think. Cause we met up just before like Halloween or just after Halloween. I don't fucking know. So yeah, to see Shiva, I haven't seen Shiva and Marie since fucking Altea. So Shiva cut her hair, that was different for me. Miss Mom, as in, again, buzz cut. Now her hair is like fully like grown out like this, like it's grown out like that. Not like, damn. Akin, even though he cut his hair that morning that I saw him on Friday. Yeah, and then he and Dean were so close that they're going traveling around the south of Spain together, which is why they weren't going out, because they had to stay, you know, awake. And I'm like, fuck, they got that close, and he was pretty new to the group. If I had gone out more, me and them could have been doing that traveling together, and you know, who fucking knows, I could have had more of a rapport with them and whatever. It's in the past, we learned from these things. But yes, I was with Lucian, mainly Lucian and Marie and Shiva. Yeah, we're at Mona, then we were at La Plata, then we were at Casablanca, then La Plata, then Mona. Yeah, pretty good time. Again, I was telling myself I'm not gonna stay out too late. Sit out pretty late. Like, yeah. And then, yeah, Shiva left before us, and then we met one of her friends, Michelle. So it was me, Michelle, and Lucian. So I'm like, me and Lucian, who I had a good rapport with him. Oh my god, he's so my type. He's so intelligent. Oh my god, and he's so tall. He's so handsome. And yeah, we were having a good rapport. Like when we were leaving, we were like talking a lot together, just us. When we were leaving, and that was so like good. Even outside of like, I think I'm getting better with like not crushing on people. So I would say I was crushing on him and I was getting too lost in, oh my god, he's so cute, we're having good rapport. I was like just enjoying the conversation. So that was good too. Anyways, what else I was gonna say? By the time I was ready to go, I forgot what time it was, and I thought the buses were running all fucking night. But the buses run until a certain point, and I think it gets like staggered, like sporadic when they run. So I think it was like 3 something. And the next bus would have been like 4:48 or some shit. So I'm like, okay, I just need to go to this guy's house. I need to meet a guy, go to his house, meet with him, try to prolong it, stay there for like until at least just before 4:48 or even after, and I can get the one like after 4:48. Anyways, did that. Didn't end up leaving till 6 because I had some G. I took G for the first time. He's like, "Do you want some G?" And I was like, "I've never had it before." He was Polish, by the way, but spoke fluent English. And then he's like, "Okay, well maybe a little bit." Then I was like, "But yeah, I'll try it." He's like, "Okay, maybe a little bit since you've never done it before." And he put a few drops into my drink. I don't think it had that much of an, well, then he did give me botch. It didn't have that much of an effect on me. Like I feel like it made me more like cuddly and more touchy, but I don't think it didn't make me feel more horny. I don't think. It didn't make me feel more like loopy or anything. I will say by the time, and then he was a bottom, so I just need to go somewhere. Plus, I don't mind topping. So yeah, I did top him, this guy, but he was performing fellatio on me for like a really, really long time, or like a really, really long time, and then topped him. And then after that, girl, I think it was a mixture of, again, maybe the alcohol drinking that night, and then the strenuous activity of topping, and then the G. But girl, I was like really woozy, bitch. Like really, really woozy. I took like a mini nap. I looked at when the tram would have been. Missed that because I was just into the nap. And at one point he was sitting there. Every time I peeked open my eyes to look at him, he was like just sitting there zoned out. Anyways, took my little nap for however long, looked back at him, and then he like slowly got up to get his phone, and he was like a zombie on his phone. And at one point I was looking to get up, and girl, I was like getting up, and he was like, "Are you sure like you're okay to leave?" Because I was like, I don't know if he wants me out of his house or whatever. So I was like, "Let me get up." He's like, "Are you sure you're good to go?" Bitch, when I got up, I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh," and I just like not fell, but like my body caressed, like beautifully fell. I don't know. Fell in a ladylike manner onto the sofa. He's like, "Yeah, you might want to like give it some time." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah." Took another mini nap for, I don't know, 20 minutes. I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna miss this tram." So I slowly got up again. I really wanted to fall back down, but I said no. Slowly got myself together and caught that tram, and got home like 7, maybe. Yeah. And yeah, that was that. And now that is truly the end. I need to go do what I need to do. Bisous, bisous.